Now, you had your first BET special in '93.
Yeah, something like that, 90 something. It's been so long ago. Yeah.
Okay, and that was a big deal.
Yeah. It was great. I was proud of myself, I got to do my first one. BT helped me out. I hated how they don't have that platform for especially young urban comedians anymore. I hate that because it was a nice and I think it helped. This internet shit with these internet comedians. I hate it, man. I wish BT would bring that back. In some aspect. I mean, they try to do it with the one mic stand and keep it content, but I said, why don't we just have a venue for urban comics to just go up? And that's one of my goals, to try to help urban comics get back up on the forefront so people know them, build their brand and the audience, because TV still is a large media, even if we did it on the web or so and on TV.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Russell Simmons is doing the all deaf comedy on HBO now, right?
Yeah, that's HBO, but I'm just talking about BT was free basic cable, you know what I'm saying? People getting away from paying for, cable anymore. So it has
Right.
to be on something where it's accessible, you know what I'm saying? Where I ain't gotta pay if it's on my Hulu or my Netflix, some shit where people, pay $9 a month and I can watch whatever the hell I want. That's what they need to do, is comedy series like regular, where people could just punch in a comedian and watch them in front of a live audience. Cause like I just hosted the Shaq All Star, that was cool, but that's just like one thing. I mean, why we can't get more of them?
Well, you've said that the industry sets it up for only one black comedian at a time.
Yeah,
Explain.
it's proven fact. Think about it.
Okay.
You know me as a comedian, okay?
Okay.
America semi know me as a stand up comedian. I got a lot of fans, but as the comedian, like, okay, look, Louis C.K., I'm gonna just ignore like the Jim Gaffigan,
Okay.
who else out there? Even Dave Attell. I mean, I'm just giving out random names. Uh, these comedians, like Marie Bamford, they can come through the ranks and be known as stand up and be respected as stand up. Where like me, I've been doing it 20 some odd of years, and now I'm newer to the mainstream audience. Even though I did Last Comic Standing, people know me for that, but they don't have to know me. But like look at like the comics that make it one at a time. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, they think he's the only comedian in the world right now, for real. Cause I mean, he's not. Even if he helps out, Kevin Hart, he's the greatest. No, he's not. He's good. I love Kev, but he know it. He's riding that vehicle. Cat William before him, and then he went loco, a little bit. I don't know what happened. God bless him. He's my friend. I love him to death. But Cat William, one comedian, and it just like steps, But like when Def Jam was out, remember, Def Jam was out, you had a few. Eddie Griffith, Chris Tucker, Bill Bellamy, all these guys blew up at one time. And at least we knew who they were. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, dictating, it's not like dictating one comic gonna bring all the comedy to the masses. And that's how black comedians, and especially I'm just really meaning mainstream. Are you a Kevin Hart type? Are you fuck no? I'm too tall to be a Kevin Hart type. I'm a Kevin. Hell, I don't even know if I can even put my baby toe in Kevin Hart's shoe. But I'm a Lavell Crawford type. But that's the thing. Black comics, and I meant that, and I say that they don't let you have the same, I guess, platform as mainstream comics. You have to cross over, which I'm able to cross over. I can cross over. I do, all the clubs. I mean, it don't matter. I mean, since I done been on different shows, my audience done changed so much, which I appreciate it, because other audience members will pay without question. Black audience members were like, What he done lately? You know.
Well, right, because right now, I guess Kevin Hart is the major black stand-up comedian, and he has the movies and everything else like that. I'm not a huge fan of Kevin's stand-up. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not, but I wouldn't put Kevin in the same category as like a Dave Chappelle or an
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy, stand-up wise, or even a Cat Williams for that matter.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think these days he's more of like an actor than a stand-up comedian.
But I find him funny. Now, his early stuff was very funny, and the thing about I just saying that, only reason I say that is like you can name a few, like, but it should be, it shouldn't be just one black comedian that people know at that time because he's on the radar of everybody. But it should be a place where people can click on their television. Oh my, I found this amazing. He's just like Mike Epps. Mike Epps, and people knew Mike Epps as a actor, a comic actor before they knew him as a comedian. But I knew Mike Epps as a comedian because I'm in the comedy world. But he got on next Friday, and that launched him into stardom, and then he came back and started doing stand up.
Right.
But
Right.
when I say one black comedian at a time, it's a room for a gang of them. When King of the Comedy came out, it kind of pulled the cover off things, but it put the cover on things because they thought that was all that was left. Really, because the King of the Comedy, these must be the ones, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't true. They made a lot of money off of it, but they should have kept it running. The new kings, the next kings, and because you got Earthquake, you got Bruce, you got me, you got a gang of comedians, Tony Roberts, cats that people they watch it, damn, who is this guy? But why are you saying who is this guy? But then but then you got comedians who are launching movies and shit that you don't even know who the hell they are, getting sitcoms, like John Mulaney. I don't have no problem with it. I think he's funny because I heard his special, but I thought he was a new jack. And he basically is a new jack. But he had a sitcom. They gave him a fucking sitcom. It didn't last, but, come on.
Right. I mean, I think Tony Rock is sort of like one of the new good comedians, stand-up comedians.
I don't know about that. I disagree with you on that, but okay.
Oh, really? Oh, you don't like Tony Rock?
I ain't say I ain't like him. Don't you try to set me up and say I didn't like him. I got mad love for Tony Rock, but he's not you get sired in by your brother. Fuck that. I don't give you credit. He's cool as a stand-up personality, as a stand-up, because if you come and watch my fucking show, we'll be on the same show in Dallas, okay? And I'm guaranteed I put a whooping on that motherfucking stage, I mean, that's one thing I come, and ain't all fat joke, because see, that's why people always used to, that's one reason why I lost weight too, because people used to say, we thought you just did fat joke. No, I talked about the elephant in the room, but I'm creative enough where I could talk about damn near anything. So it's the thing about, I think he's funny, don't get me wrong, he's cool, I mean, but I ain't taking that away from him, but you got in off your people. I don't care. He can argue like a son of a bitch if he want to. I ain't had no famous fucking brother to get off of. I had to come with it myself and still gotta come with it.